Man, I've done this. I'm so stressed out. Listen, bro. Welcome to the Book of a Thousand Words. All right. I have tried to record this like 5 times. I don't know why I keep messing up. Just bear with me, cause I'm trying to like get this together. I wrote a script on my laptop. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this like in an organized fashion, but that's just not me. All right. So this is the Book of a Thousand Words. It is a series of all these journals that I used to write in back when I was in high school, like 13 years old, and it was just, it carries all of my memories from then, from 13 to 17 and 18. All right, and I just want y'all to know that this is a very important project for me, and it's very special and important because I've been wanting to work on this for years, but I just never started because I felt like I needed to be ready at some point before I began. But you cannot just wait for the right moment. You just got to start. So I'm doing this one take. I got my script. I'm finna read this on my laptop. All right. And I just want y'all to know it is so much to me, and I'm about to let y'all in on my life and just like what I went through, right? So before I even start this, you need to know that there's a recap just to let you know like how I got here, how I started, right? So I'm gonna give y'all the backstory to this backstory. All right. So back in middle school, like during 6th, 7th grade, I used to get in a lot of trouble. I used to get detention, suspensions. I got caught stealing, and I was just, going through a lot at the time, right? And because of that, around the summertime, I was sent to Miami, Florida, to stay with the shepherd of this church. And we actually used to go to church with him back when we were in Chicago, but he moved over to Florida. So I was over there at the church for the whole summer, and it was honestly like a weird experience for me, but I ended up having to deal with it. I was homesick at the time, and that was that. So fast forward to 8th grade, I graduate. Oh, why did I say it? I'm keeping it in. I don't give a fuck. Listen, so I graduated 8th grade, right? That same year, there was an event called the Children's Harvest where the children and the kids would conduct service and basically, take the roles of the adults during that one day out the year around August. So my family and I, we went on a road trip, and it was a group of us church members that went to this event. And, it was honestly a mess of a road trip, but, we got there safely, right? So after, this event ends, everything's going good. We're having our fun. I'm told that I have to stay at this church because a message was given to me, right? And they said that I had to live with someone who feared God, and there was a chance that I could have gotten myself in trouble if I was still in Chicago, and, I might have been arrested or whatever. So I was left to stay in this church for the remainder of my high school year. Yo, when I tell you I was devastated, bro, I was crying heavy. Like, I was so confused and upset at the time, and I was just trying to figure out what was going on. But like at the time I'm a child, and I'm just experiencing what's going on in front of me, and I have no say in it. And I remember my brother was crying, and he was just trying to figure out what was going on too. My mama was trying to like comfort me and convince me that I'd be okay. She was saying she was gonna send over my Xbox and other things that I had to just keep me occupied. But I felt abandoned. Out of everyone that came and drove over to this church, I was the one that got left behind, and that broke me. But to keep me by, I was an artist before all this happened. I would just draw, making doodles and characters, and eventually I started writing in journals to occupy myself, and this is how the Book of a Thousand Words came to fruition. And another thing to mention is that the first Book of a Thousand Words and the second one, I had to throw them away at some point, but I managed to keep a portion of the pages, which I'm currently gonna read to you guys, and this is gonna be chapter 0. All right, because apart from these pages, I have plenty, which will be like a 10-part series or however long it takes. I'll start reading those pages first before I get to the books that I have in tech. So these will be the current pages that I'll be reading until I continue with the second Book of a Thousand Words, because I ended up creating a remake of the Book of a Thousand Words 2 to continue off from where I left. So just bear with me. But I did leave a message beside the first pages that begins the origin of the Book of a Thousand Words on September 1st, 2014 at 3:49 p.m. And I basically said I had to throw the first and second one away at will because it had to go. I only use this to jack off and reminisce once in a while like I was today. But every page was filled with porn and there was no way I could save the book, so that's on me. But I got some supplies today so I can make the fourth one, School Sophomore Edition. Ended, and I finished writing at 3:52 p.m. Now mind you, right, I had to throw those books away because, this is just to let y'all know, just to keep up with me, right? As an artist, right? Oh my god. As an artist, I was just drawing a lot. And at the time, when you just hit puberty, bro, like you finna go crazy. And if you know, you know. So because I was an artist and I did not have a laptop at the time to like really watch anything, I was just drawing my own shit. So I was drawing a lot of nonsense, right? But it got me going. So I was like, whatever. So that September, I remember they were saying, like, the people I was living with in the church, right? They were saying, like, oh, you have to throw away anything that you have that's not of God. And I kid you not, like, I had this Sonic versus Goku comic that I made, and they told me I have to throw that away too. Like, I had a Slenderman comic, I had that comic that I just mentioned, and then there was just a lot of pictures that I had that were just like, provocative shit or whatever the fuck, sexual nonsense. I threw them all the way too, along with the Book of a Thousand Words 1 and 2, like the first OG books, right? And it was just a lot of nonsense in there. And I was just like, bro, they're definitely not gonna let me keep this. So I just told myself, bro, just throw them away. I ripped out a lot of pages that I was able to secure, and I tried my best to like, just erase and like cross out anything that came off like raunchy and stuff. But I managed to keep them. So these are the last preserved pages that I was able to, muster up. And it's plenty, like it dates from December 16, 2013 up until like, what's this last page, bro? This Jones say April 25th, 2014. So this is like the first year going into 2014, right? This recording is already 7 minutes. I don't know how, but fuck it. All right, so now I'm gonna begin with the first page that introduces the Book of a Thousand Words, and I titled it Introduction, and I started writing on Monday, December 16th, 2013. Oh my god, I'm keeping all this in, I don't care. All right, Monday, December 16th, 2013, and I started writing at 1:48 p.m. Okay, so this is the Book of a Thousand Words. Well, there's gonna be over 1,000, so it'll be the Book of 1,000 plus words. Better. So I just got off school for midterm exams. I took an exam for music today, got home, and karma came when my aunt got pissed off at me lying about stealing bread. I'm that type of guy who knows what's gonna happen next. This is Auntie Nika. She was one of the people that I lived amongst in the church, so keep her in mind as she's a recurring person I deal with in this series. She's mad now. And I'm in my uncle's office now, and she's still ranting on about it with that smoke Uncle Sonny. Uncle Sonny is another person that lived in the church. I met him earlier during the time I was staying at the church during the summertime when I was in middle school. So he's also another person that, he's like a main character in this series basically. So again, keep him in mind too. He doesn't own this office. That's my Uncle Paul's, but everyone calls him Daddy. So there's also Shepherd Paul, and he's the father. Well, he's the father of the church, the members of the church, also known as CCC, Celestial Church of Christ. And he was also supposed to be like someone I consider my father figure, but the relationship him and I had was like really problematic and complicated. But like you'll see what I'm talking about as I read along with this series. Like it's just so much that went on. I'm gonna start my review through my midterm exam on Earth-Space Science. I have 130 questions. How crazy is that? Might as well kill time since I'm stuck in here for being an idiot and lying. As guilty as I feel, I don't give a damn because I'm in this office 24/7. Just saw Auntie get in the car with the broken glass with Ryo, the only cool kid in the church. Uncle Paul's number 1, Ryo's 2nd, Moses from church is 3rd, while Auntie Nika and Sonny are 4th. I try to do this every day like that kid from Die Wimpy Kid, So this is a journal or whatever. I might look back at this, so when I'm older, oh, I'm already messing up my words, but it's okay. I might look back at this when I'm older. So hi, Lance from the future. I don't care. Just keep reading. Fuck. I think I'm gonna know, so I better not lose this. For what's happened so far, I think I'll give this day a D-. I got $9 still, and I'm waiting for my awesome mom to send over my 3DS with Pokemon X. This day blows. So after every day, I would give it a letter grade depending on how good or bad the day was, alright? So like an A obviously would be a great day, and an F is a terrible day, right? So this was all I had left for this first entry, and I'm not sure if there was more to it, but I have plenty more stories and journal entries to show y'all. I'm really excited to work through this project. Man, it's just so much to it, so y'all just gonna have to stay tuned and watch the story unfold, you know. And that was all I had left for the script. Listen, y'all, this is a one take. This will be the audio I'm using for this video, and this is lengthy too. This is 11 minutes, so just imagine how much I'm gonna have to put into this animatic. Dear Christ, bro, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking suffer, but it's okay, bro. Like, this is content, and this is actually time for me to work on myself as I'm doing this. Like, I want this to be something I can look back on and really like just see myself grow, just from when I was a teenager to me as a young adult in my early 20s, and just, you know, so on and so forth. So with that being said, you know, I hope you guys are all having a good day. Make sure you take care of yourself, stay hydrated, make sure you're eating something good, you know, just take care of yourself. And I love y'all, and thank you again for watching. I'll see you when I see you. So until then, peace.